Kate, over the shoulder, take 3.
Over the shoulder, boulder holder.
I'm Kate Hardy. I'm an interdisciplinary artist.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I sometimes say I'm a multimedia artist. It all sounds weird. I'm in my studio in Bushwick. I would say the one consistent thing that I do is collage. There's an amateur do-it-yourself thing. I try not to be precious. I try to incorporate mistakes and let them live. For example, this one is like torn in half. In a way, I was like, you know, this photo is almost too good, like too believable. Could be like a juicy fashion photo or something like that. It's really also about photography and this shell that's like holding how we look at ourselves and how we think about ourselves. I see these photos as using myself as material and as an object. As I've gotten older, I'm like open to seeing them as self-portraits. I was like really against it when I was making it. I do like to have as much of a structure to them. Like they're all vertical, they're mostly full body. These are all darkroom prints. This one, I cut the negatives and then I taped the negatives back together. That was like another way for me to make an intervention. I was really like embodying the mannequin in a way. There's always a feminist politic in my work, but it's not intentional, it's not didactic, it's just that that's where I'm at. When I was younger, I was always desperate to see other people, to see other gay people and feminists. The theme of dressing and style comes up a lot in my work.
Ooh, that's crispy white. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that.
I'm always trying to change it up.
Look, this one's nice.
If I really hate something, I'm gonna go back to it. Right now, I really hate linen. There's something there. Why do I hate linen so much?
Oh, this is gorgeous.
30s and 40s silk rayon dresses look so good on. If it fits you, it's crazy. If I see a thrift store or a vintage store, I'm going in. Something could end up in my work, maybe I want to wear it. It's kind of my artist materials. Ooh, this is nice. Look at this, like an old sheet or something. That's nice. I could take some of these and cut them up, sew them back together. I love to ruin something nice. I like to disrespect it, you know? These are nice. Ooh, Givenchy. I think I'll have a Campari. I look for weird things, and I just like to see where taste is and like where is the edge of taste. Growing up in Texas, it was so conservative. If you dressed weird, you could actually make a political statement with how you dressed and upset people. Oh. You're talking about a place where cowboys are walking around in hats, tight Wranglers, big belt buckles, and boots. So like there is this expression like in dress there that holds a lot of meaning. I do remember coming to school with a band shirt on, and the band was called Born Against, and it was a soldier saluting a coffin, and it said, "I pledge allegiance to shit." That got me in a lot of trouble.
You don't have the red light turned on your thing? Me neither. Should I highlight the dance move I was doing last time?
Yeah.
When I moved to New York, I knew I was dressing crazy. Even the people around me were like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, what are you wearing? I was working on sets as a stylist assistant, and I was like, I want to do something really fun and ridiculous. I was making fun of the fashion world, but then also having like elements of real style of how my friends and I were dressing. We're consuming all these high fashion photos or advertising, trying to embody that to see how do we find meaning in the difference. I do hope my work is a counter narrative to mainstream representation. In the mimicry and in the play, it exposes the construction of fashion images and in a way that it hopefully undermines that. Outfitumentary is also another one of those things that I started really casually. Here we go.
Do not watch Outfitumentary! Don't watch it! I filmed myself for 10 years, and it's a really long self-portrait!
Oops, yeah, some film festivals would not link to it because they said it gives the wrong message.
Really?
I started in the early 2000s. I knew I needed to have some kind of consistency to it. So I just started shooting my outfits, thinking a lot about the performance of gender.
Are you starting your fashionography? It's already started. Outfitumentary.
Right.
Did you do it yesterday? Yeah.
One thing that happens over the course of the film is I get more comfortable in front of the camera. This is a time where it was really weird to be in the street, like posing for a photo. There's kind of discomfort happening. Not there though, I'm like, fly, I'm dancing, oh my God. These are my clothes. I was always all over the map in how I dressed. I wasn't super intentional with it. I wasn't getting dressed for the camera. I can bounce around a little bit. Let's go forward. As we travel. Oop, here's a studio. There is an authenticness to it because it wasn't getting blasted out immediately. It just wasn't for an immediate audience. It was like more for myself. It's like super personal, like it's hard for me to watch and it was hard to edit. In the end, it's not really about what I'm wearing, I don't think. It's a self-portrait of growing up. I just sat on the tapes. I didn't even think about it. Then when Instagram came out, I was seeing all these selfies and people showing their outfits. I was like, oh, I did that. I need to put it together. Now we're just like so saturated with images of people and people dressing up. That saturation ultimately made me less interested. I love looking back and seeing how active I was. I was young and making things and just putting out videos and photos and zines and like, I just think that's incredible, you know, retrospectively. Now I'm at an age where like I worry too much about things and I don't, you know, I'm not putting things out at this rate, you know, and why not? I should be. When I was younger, I had this standard skinny white girl body that is elevated as the best kind of body, which I don't agree with, but I tried to play with that power and that white supremacy, body supremacy. I was kind of like, well, I'm good at doing this thing, taking photos of myself. I should go back to it and see what's there. I'm less of a mannequin now. So I'm kind of like figuring it out. I don't want to take away anything that has my discomfort because that leans towards almost like a vanity. I shocked myself even, but I think that's my job as an artist.